Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to show you how to create this zombie look. So to get started you're going to need a white face paint and a sponge, and you're going to pat it into the skin. If it's a little bit too pale for you, you can mix a little bit of your foundation in with it so it's not so stark white. It looks a little bit more realistic. Usually zombies would have kind of greyish skin, so you don't want it to be too white and too natural. So I'm just applying this all over my face using a sponge. Now you can pick up these white face paints at the Euro shop, the pound shop, or even the Halloween shops. You can get them anywhere and they're super cheap. So once that's done, I'm going to move on to my eyes. I'm going to take a fluffy brush. Make sure you use some old makeup brushes so you don't destroy your own brushes. And I'm going to start with a dark brown eyeshadow, and I'm just going to sweep it into the crease and also down under the eyes to kind of create dark circles. Don't have to be, precise with this. You are creating a dead zombie, so be as messy as you'd like. Bring the eyeshadow right down under the eyes and really into the crease to get that really sunken look. You also want to bring the eyeshadow down around the edges of the nose to really create that decaying effect. I'm also going to dip into a grey eyeshadow and apply this in the same area as I apply the brown. Again, this is all to achieve that really sunken and dead-like effect. Next, I'm taking a deep purple eyeshadow using the same brush. It doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm going to take the purple eyeshadow and bring it down under the eyes to get that bruise effect. So just keep applying it, keep blending to make sure it's more realistic, and you can use your finger to blend everything out to really sink it into the skin so it's more realistic rather than just powder on the skin. Then I'm taking an angle brush and I'm going to contour, but instead of using your regular brown, I'm going to use the grey to really get that sunken cheekbones and really dead and decaying look. So next, for the fun bit, I'm going to take some liquid latex on an old concealer brush, and I'm going to apply the latex to the area where I want to create ripped skin. So I'm going to start at my forehead and just create a tiny little circle. I want this area to be quite small, but I want the biggest area to be right around the cheeks. So I'm going to apply a lot of latex here on my cheekbones. And then I'm going to take a layer of tissue paper and place it on top. So this is going to be where your skin is ripped and kind of hanging down. So I'm going to just stick this on, and it's a little bit too big, so I have to take down the edges. And then you completely soak it in latex. Then you create a second layer and follow the same steps. So you want to create 3 layers of tissue paper for large cuts and 2 layers for smaller cuts. I didn't apply enough latex on my forehead, so I went back and applied a more generous amount. And then I'm going to create another little cut on my neck as if the zombie was bitten in the neck. There's no rules to this, just play around with it. Put your cuts where you want, and there's no rules. You're creating a dead zombie. Take a picture from Google and use it as inspiration and just go wild. Once you're done with your layers of tissues, stop and wait for it to dry. While I'm waiting for the latex to dry, I'm just applying a little bit more white face paint on my lip to cover any redness, because I am dead, so I don't want any red lips. So I'm just taking that down, and then I'm going to take a little black and red eyeshadow on a tiny little brush, and I'm just going to place it right inside my mouth as if my lips were dead and decaying. You should give the latex about 5 minutes. Once it's dry, you can start picking at it to open up your wounds. So on top, I didn't apply any tissue, so this one's really easy. I'm just separating the latex from the middle and creating a tiny little hole so I can place blood inside the hole. Now for the larger cut, this is a little bit more difficult. So you want to be very careful and just poke a hole right in the middle and then start separating. Once your wounds are open, you want to go back with your white face paint and just rub around the edges to get rid of the fake latex look and make it a little bit more realistic so there's no harsh lines. Now it's time to fill in the wounds, so take an old brush and cover it in red eyeshadow and just blend it around the edges of the cut so it appears really sore and inflamed. You can also go in with a little bit of purple to get that bruising effect right around the edges as well and right inside the cut. Then you want to take a fluffy brush and pack black eyeshadow right into the center of the wound, and when blood is dried it goes kind of a blackish color, and you remember you are dead, so sometimes fake blood can be a little bit too red, so you want to create that really dead blood look. I'm also going to create a couple of bruises on my neck, so I'm just using black and purple eyeshadow and just a little bit of green around the edges to get that real battered and bruised effect. Now it's time to apply your fake blood. I took the blood on a brush and just packed it right into the center of the wound and also around the edges so it looks like splatters of blood. Once that's done, I just took the tube of blood and tilted my head to the side and just squeezed out the tube so the blood falls and looks a little bit more realistic. I then took a little bit of tissue and just patted away any dribbles so it looks like splatters of blood rather than dribbles, because again we are dead, so there's no drools of blood. So that's pretty much it. If you're going to a Halloween party, you could just rip up your clothing, put a little bit of blood on and mess up your hair and you're good to go. I really hope you enjoyed this zombie makeup look. I am not a special effects makeup artist. This is just a bit of fun and I really hope you enjoyed it. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. It would make my day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for my next video. Bye!